Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Ford F-350 Tremor with the Godzilla V8. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Jaden. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a naturally aspirated 7.3 liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 430 horsepower and then 475 pound-feet of torque. Now before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you're going to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So you guys can see we've got the cab lights there at the top, and then of course Super Duty stamped into the front of the hood. And then we've got the upgraded headlights here with us, even though this is quote-unquote just an XLT. And then notice how everything's darker with the grille, including the Ford logo. And then you do have tow hooks here at the bottom as well as fog lights. And then you notice that the air dam is also smaller here on the Tremor package to help out with the approach angle. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 285 by 75 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And I really like the wheel design here with the silver and the metallic gray. But yeah, really aggressive all-terrain tires. And then you can see the beefed up suspension because it's a 350. And then no fender flares or anything like that, but we do have our F-350 badge, Raptor style side steps. And then you can see the kind of like more baseline looking mirrors, but at least the door handles are body painted, right? Got the bedside step as well. And then in the back we do have a bunch of leaf springs because it's a 350. And then here is your full side view with the Tremor 350. And then taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, we got the tailgate drop down, and then the Ford logo there on the back. And popping into the rear, first off we've got the tailgate step, and you can see the ruler here on the back. LED lights as well. Now this is a 6.75 foot box for those of you that are wondering, so pretty dang practical. And with the tailgate itself, you do have to lift it up yourself. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not bad at all. Super Duty logo there, and then pretty cool looking taillights, boxy with the design. Bumper steps as well, and then you've got the exhaust tip that's a lot smaller than the Power Stroke exhaust tip. But putting it all together, let me guys think about the looks of this XLT Tremor. Now take a look at the door panel. You can see the soft touch here and down below, and then I like this trim. It's sharp looking. Speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system, and then we've got plenty of storage here at the bottom. And then again, these Raptor style side steps help out with getting in quite a bit. You still have to put your leg up pretty high though. But anyways, cloth seats here in the back of the XLT. You got some storage underneath the seat. On top of that, grab handle, definitely use that. But yeah, legroom back here is solid. Got a little storage pocket there, some cup holders, you got vents, USBs, more charging ports down below, and then headroom. It's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel again, you can see all the soft touch trim and down below. Got all of our window controls, front to automatic. Mirror adjustments, the mirrors do power fold in. They also extend out. Got the more nice trim. Blind spot running with the mirrors. Speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. And then 4,285 pounds is the payload on this. Gross vehicle weight rating is 11,499 pounds. And then you can see again with the cloth seats here, partially power adjustable, partially manually adjustable. And then we got either a little light control here, the fog light, mirror lights as well, tailgate drop down, and then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now take a look at the steering wheel, a little bit more basic with the material use, but we do have a bunch of power controls in the front, like for the center. We've got our cruise control, volume and voice command controls as well. Turn signal / windshield wiper stock, and then we have our column shifter here, plus and minus, so you can shift the gears yourself. And then you do have a manual button mode there at the end. Manual button mode, what am I saying? Anywho, digital gauge cluster here in the center, which you can use to see different bits of information on the truck. We also have some drive modes. Now being a Tremor, we of course have an off-road mode. We also have a rock crawl mode with this as well. This is a hardcore truck from the factory, let me tell you. 360 camera system, which is really nice. Again, this is a big pickup truck, and if you take it off-road, these 360 camera systems can come into play, definitely. And then as to the rest of the infotainment system, it's Ford's bigger unit. Response time with the screens, I mean, it's pretty solid. Easy to use overall. We do have a camera button there at the top, hazard lights, stability control, and then your off-road cruise control as well. Trailer brake controls down below, and then you can see your drive line. Select here, 2-speed transfer case, rear locking differential, trail turn assist with this. And then you got all of your analog volume controls, climate control, single zone climate, heated seats, and some storage in there, and more storage in the center here. And yeah, it's nice, got some USBs, nice padding on the top, and then power sliding rear window, and then 6 auxiliary switches. Wow. Now here's a quick look at the window sticker for this. You guys can see lots of equipment added to this particular one. Tremor package, $4,300, XLT premium package also. Anyways, $72,860 is the total MSRP on this XLT Tremor with the Godzilla V8. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors. Do a bonus spot ring through the rest of the rear. And let us set off with the Godzilla V8 Tremor. Such a cool pickup truck, let me tell you. Seats are comfortable in the XLT, by the way. This would be a great, like, just off-road truck. Obviously, not just the capability, but just comfort-wise. Because these seats they're nice. They're nice and comfy. So the first thing we got to see is if this has enough oomph to move these bigger all-terrain tires. Yeah, it's got some power. It's got some power. Now, being a 350, it's not a horribly bumpy ride, but it is a firmer ride when you go over stuff. Now, obviously, airing down the tires would help out quite a bit and make things a little bit squishier with the ride. But yeah, it's still something to know. This is going to be a firmer vehicle. See how it does over this kind of curb compression, I guess is what we'll call this. Curb compression! Yeah, it's not bad. Seems like the shocks handle kind of like a little bit of a bigger compression pretty well. Pretty well. This engine's very smooth, by the way, with the 10-speed. It's obviously not as powerful as the Power Stroke, regular or high output, but it's solid for what it is. Feels like it's enough torque. That's what I'll say. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a while. They still make Chryslers? Had to make the comment. Had to make the comment. Let's see now. Well, let's get another acceleration here. Again, it's fine with the torque. This Godzilla V8's got more than enough power to move the Super Duty here. I think they've done a solid job. So, to cap things off, I think the Tremor looks cool. I think it drives well for an HT truck. And when it comes to the 350, right, this is going to be more capable than 250. That's why you go for the 350 in terms of Tremor versus Tremor. So I could see this being like a really good ranch truck, right? It's got tons of off-road capability, but it's still very practical when it comes to payload and all of that. It can still do all the work truck stuff that you need it to do. So let me know what you guys think about the Super Duty Tremor with the Godzilla V8, but you know, with how complex, I guess is a better word to use, how complex these modern diesels are, I think that this is kind of appealing with just a good old-fashioned, naturally aspirated V8. Can't tow as much as the diesel, but you know, it's still very capable.